piece of Kahawai. Stevo's hooked up again. Oh, big trevally, Stevo. Hooked up, guys. It's a solid trev. Fisher here. Stevo's hooked up. He's still playing with a softie. Might be a trev, Stevo. Might be a trev. He's harassing the snipper. Now my bait's been hammered, and a lot of times you'll take that bait off and throw it away, but fish actually love that. It's like it's being chewed up, spat out a couple of times, and if I just drop that down, that should get hit.
Get it to the bottom, man.
Stevo's hooked up again. He's just having to play with his soft bait.
Snapper on the chew, they're off the bottom.
So I've got a couple of little nudges already. Yep. And that's on that old piece of Kahawai, like I was saying. Don't throw it away. You can even add to it. Feels like a Kahawai. Maybe. Yep, Kahawai. Kahawai eating Kahawai. He came in and ate that old bait. Rather than throwing that away, because there's still quite a nice chunky bit on there, just add to it. Got a little bit of pulley, chuck that on, and we'll see how we go with that one. So the old Kahawai, bit of tail. Oh, crap. Broke. No, took the bait. That was a big grab. Everything's gone. Stevo's hooked up again on a soft bait. It's been bobbing up and down. It might be a trevally or around the berley. Around the berley. Stevo likes hooking up on the berley.
Best.
Big trevally, Stevo. Grab the net if you want. How's that? Let me just see if I can grab it. Managed to save the fish. Nice big Trev. It's been grabbing Stevo's softie. He's been playing around with the softie over his side there. Nice fish. How's that, guys? Look at that. It's a solid Trev. That's what I was saying, get some nice big Trevs here sometimes. Stevo's keen on a Trev or two. Yeah. Hooked up, guys. I lost that big trevally before. I've got wrapped around the berley. This one is like a bit of a snapper. But we've got all sorts turning up now. Actually had rat kingies following up Stevo's Kahawai. Same size, not a bad fish. Stevo's hooked up, he's still playing with the softie. I'll probably let him go, slip hooked. Do your drag up, man.
Bigger than it is.
Stevo's having a bit of a play with his softie. We could actually up anchor and do a drift through here, but I think the berley is keeping them here. And if we probably pulled the anchor up, started drifting, they'll probably come off the bite at some stage. Kahawai. It's the big Kahawai.
Thanks, buddy.
This one's following him, look. It's just so fishy, that sounder was just chocker of fish. Got Kahawai following the Kahawai up. Rat kingies following the Kahawai up. It's just so fishy. Just so much fish here, guys. It's just gone a bit crazy. Oh, there was another snap. Oh, there's little kingies chasing my hook. Just using some big chunks of kahawai. Pretty much just getting smashed straight away. It's not even making it to the bottom. Ran out of berley. Fish are here in big numbers. It's a beautiful day. That wind's held off for us, which is nice. Getting grabbed already. Just not even making the bottom. It's a lot of fun when it stays like this. These snapper are sitting off the bottom. Not bad fish, Stevo. He's just lip hooked. I think we'll let him go. Try a big chunk of Kahawai. Nothing big in the way of snapper. Oh, that wasn't too bad. It's that Kahawai having a go at. Oh. Just that big chunk of Kahawai they're playing around with, just waiting for something bigger to turn up and hopefully grab it. Might be a Trev, Stevo. Might be a Trev. It's got the nod. He's got the nod. Just shows you those big Trevs even like that fresh Kahawai. Got those little rat kingies hassling it. The old Trevor. How's that? Nice Trev. Got some dolphins going by just to top the day off. Still plenty of fish here, even with the berley gone. It's quite cool, we had the dolphins go by just up behind us now. But yeah, there's plenty of fish here, alright. That. Couple minutes from the boat ramp and got a feed. Stevo's hooked up. Still playing around on his softie. Kingies are harassing my snapper. Stevo's got a Trev, he reckons. This fella swallowed it. We'll keep him. It's bleeding. Got these little kingies always harassing our snapper. Yeah. It's about 10 or 15 little kingies there. Keep following our snappers up. But yeah, plenty of fish. Every now and then the sound just gets chocker. Dies away and then gets full again. But yeah, plenty of fish. Like I was saying, we've probably been out of the berley about half an hour now. And the fish are still here. Beautiful day. Pretty much 5 knots. 5 knots southerly. Stevo's been using his Z-Man pretty much the whole morning. He's just lost it. It's the one Z-Man. He's caught probably 20 fish on it. Now he's just going to use the little Savage Oki. We're still at anchor. We'll see how it goes. If you're catching them on soft baits, more than likely you'll get them on these little jigs. It's pretty cool, these little Okis. Actually, the tentacles are plastic or rubber. Has a little rattle in it. I think he's got the 35 gram. He's got the orange one there. Got me a pink one. And they swim really well in the water. Fished one a couple of years ago. Man, it had some real nice action. Swims quite nice actually. So we'll see how he goes on that. Might actually up anchor soon and do a little bit of a drift before we leave. Got plenty of fish. Actually, only maybe kept about 5 or 6 snapper, a couple of Trevs and a couple of Kahawai. I've let go about probably close to 20 snapper now. So I've had a good day. We might actually call it a day. Maybe come back out tomorrow and do a bit of a soft bait. But we might, if we've got time, we've got plenty of time, but might actually just up anchor and have a bit of a float, have a bit of a drift around, chuck these things around for a bit. The sound is a little bit more clear now. Every now and then they'll come through. There's some coming through now.
This is the one you want at Henderson's.
Yeah. So basically we just fish it like a soft bait, just throw it down and work it way up, or you can swim it back, give it a couple of little nods. Obviously better if we're drifting, but we'll see how he goes. He might catch something on while we're on the anchor. Straight away? Yeah. There you go. The good old Oki.
Just at the bottom.
Those Savage Okis are just such an awesome little lure. 35 gram.
Perfect weight for here.
Yeah. And I think they go right up to a 300 gram. You can drop down in the deep for kings and puka. But that's all you need. Just chuck on your little Oki, Savage Oki. Just getting hassled again by the little kings. Trying to grab stuff out of his mouth. They pick up the little scraps that come out of the fish's mouth. It's not a bad fish, Stevo. It's actually a nice fish. It's getting close to that 50 centimetres. There you go, little Oki, getting it done.
Favour of the day.
So there it is there, look at it, just swims along. You can throw it and you can just swim it back, bob it up and down. It's such a cool lure. Getting it done, we might pull anchor and do a little bit of drifting around with those. Be cool fun. Oh, go on, stop. Yep, hit him again. Yep, he came back. Go on. Drop it down again. He'll be back. Yep, he's back. Just using some big chunks of Kahawai. Thought we'd do that before we leave.
Might be where I've put my hook.
Wind and hit. He's hooked up. It's just a heap of fish here, guys. Another snapperoonie. So yeah, we thought we'd just try a couple of big chunks of Kahawai before we go. They're all that same size. Swallowed it so you can come home. It's not a bad fish. Yeah, we'll just try a couple of big chunks of Kahawai. And then we'll probably call it a day. It's been a pretty cool day. Big chunk of Kahawai. It's just still running my 7-bar, my little bead. Drop down to their little 1 ounce egg. It's an actual egg sinker. So we were using those bigger sinkers this morning. It's great fun going back to the light gear. But we're just lobbing back some big Kahawai baits. Just in case there's some big boys hanging around and they're just not getting to the baits. Oh, it's just letting those little ones have a peck at it. Get those bigger ones excited. All about that same size. Maybe in the late evening, might be some bigger ones. We'll probably be gone by then. There's definitely some nice fish here though. Quality eating fish. There you go. A little bit nicer fish. Stevo. Not a bad fish. We're just going to bin a couple more. There you go. It's not a bad fish for the bin. Looks like that tide starting to turn. Boat swung around. It's not too bad because it's like there's sort of like a sea breeze, a real mild sea breeze. Just another big chunk, Kahawai. Stevo's on. Bit of a grab, he's back. That's the cool thing, like I always say about Kahawai baits. Stevo's been getting hammered about 5 minutes and he's still getting bites. It's that Kahawai, could even just be the skin.
This is the same bait.
Yeah, same bait. Double hookups, guys. Double hookups. It's a lot of fun straylining those light rigs. Pity we haven't got anything that too big. But maybe tomorrow. Gonna head over to probably Henderson's tomorrow. Maybe do a bit of soft baiting over that way. Bit of a bait and berley bash. Not bad fish, no. Stevo's got a little bit nicer fish. My one's just hooked in the chin. So I should be able to let my one go. Stevo's a swallow, so let one go and keep one. Fish for the future. There you go, guys. Not a bad fish, Mr. Stevo. You can see here the sounder is not reading too much. A little bit of fish sign there, but you can see we're still catching fish. Some nice fish. Actually going to call it a day. We let go quite a bit of fish. We're going to keep too much. Got a couple of Trevs in there, a couple of nice snaps. Probably around close to that 50 centimetres. But yeah, so we're pretty much going to call it a day. It's been a pretty cool day. First day in the far north. Bait and berley bash. Straylining on the light gears. A lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, tight lines.